Hey guys, it's Core Ross and Rainbow Six News. Today we're breaking down the Rainbow Six Siege marketplace. So of course, CSGO is probably the most well-known skin marketplace out there, and it makes Steam a buttload, or Valve, who owns Steam, an absolute buttload of money because there's transaction fees in there. Now, Rainbow Six Siege's marketplace is going to be a little bit different, but also probably very similar in some ways. So we're going to break it all down into the component parts that we know so far. So first of all, you can sign up for a beta right now, and that beta is going to begin sometime in early 2024. My guess would be January, with the marketplace launching at a later date. Now, I think that will probably be Season 1, but it could easily go further into the year than that. Because this is a money-making feature, I expect it'll get made quite quickly. You might have also noticed when on the livestream reveal, it wasn't a developer talking about the feature, it was the business strategy director, which makes me think this feature is probably planned to make a buttload of money. Anyway, let's jump into what we know, and we've been basically given a paragraph of text and a little teaser video, so that's all. But we can take a lot away from it. So the teaser video shows a web-based store, and this is the thing, it's not going to be usable in-game at all. This is all going to be done on the web, either on your computer or through your mobile device. And if we zoom in and squint, we can see what is available to be purchased or sold. So we've got headgears, uniforms, weapon skins, attachment skins, drone skins, operator portraits, background cards, charms, and boosters. And that first one that I skipped over, I don't know what that is. I think it's probably elites. However, the corresponding icons fit perfectly with what's in store in game, and elites don't have that icon. So that might be something else. If anyone knows what that icon is, let me know in the comments below. My guess is it's elites, but if it was, kind of weird not to be using the same icon, so it might not be. So that's a pretty comprehensive list of pretty much every item in Rainbow Six Siege. But can you sell all of your stuff? Is all of it eligible? Well, we can break that down too. In the patch notes, we have a paragraph saying on November 12th, players will be able to register for a chance to access the new Rainbow Six Siege Marketplace, which will enter beta in early 2024. And the Rainbow Six Siege Marketplace is a safe and anonymous web platform to enable players to trade their eligible items. So you won't know who you're buying or selling skins to. And it also says for eligible players. Now that might just be the people who sign up to the beta and get accepted, but my thinking here is this will mean that not everyone can participate. Maybe you'll need to have your account for a long time before it becomes valid. Like it can't just be a brand new account or something like that. And if I was the Siege developers here, I would be like, let's make it a year just to be sure that not any crazy money laundering schemes are going on with this marketplace. But the next part is actually more interesting, and that is to trade their eligible items. So some items presumably will not be eligible. My assumption here would be stuff like DLC packs that you get on the Microsoft Store and stuff like that and on Steam, which give you items in game, but they're kind of linked to that DLC package that you downloaded, and I assume you will not be able to trade them away to other people. And this could also correspond to elites. You might not be able to break elites up into separate parts and sell them bit by bit. You may have to sell them as one piece. That's my kind of guess there too. And then all transactions made in R6 Marketplace will be done with R6 credits, and Ubisoft will take a 10% transaction fee, which of course, they're not actually taking a fee. You've already paid them real money at that point. The 10% is like them still having the same amount of money, but there's now less R6 credits in the wild in the economy. So it's going to be, like, I think it's going to make them a ton of money. Like, I think it'll suck a huge amount of R6 credits out of the system that's already there. Like for me, I'm just sitting with a bunch of R6 credits that I've done nothing with for years, and maybe this will have me pull a bunch of that credits out. And then of course that facilitates people going out and buying more R6 credits. And if this takes off, and especially with it being web-based, you could be in school, in your work, and you're just a bit bored, and you think, yeah, I'm going to go trade a couple of skins. And yeah, this could get pretty goddamn addictive. So watch out. If you're not good with your money, watch out for this system, right? Watch out. Now, another thing we got that we can break down is this one image. This is on the patch notes as well. Now, this is definitely a placeholder kind of concept image, as it's just got like item name, type, and season without those actual details being filled in. but it does give us an idea, because how are prices going to be set? Am I going to put a skin on the marketplace and say this is how much I want for it? Or is it going to go for a certain value for each and every individual skin out there? And maybe it just is based on the supply and demand that is available. And this image gives us kind of an idea of what the system might work like. So we can see this item here has a last sold at price, which is 500. Now the icon for the R6 credits here is different, but I assume they're not changing that. However, maybe they will. Maybe they'll update the R6 credits with a different logo. Then we also have the current price range. So this is between 120 and 570. Probably a made up kind of number range, but gives us yet another idea. Then it also has sale orders, and we can see this one's sitting at 64. So there's a good chance this might well be like a supply and demand type thing, and you don't go setting your own price for what they actually sell for, but maybe you can at least get some sort of idea what they're going to go for. But certainly it's not giving me the impression that you put it up for whatever price you want, and it's probably not an auction house where you keep going in over and over again, putting in higher and higher bids. But certainly it's not going to be, I think, a stationary price. Now let's talk about something completely different, and that is alpha packs. Because right now, if you get an alpha pack that has a duplicate in it, you'll get renowned for that duplicate. But in the future, will that go away and you'll just get an actual duplicate item that you can then go and sell for R6 credits instead? And that would make sense. Like, what if you get a really nice legendary that is just awesome, but you already have it? And that could have gone for like, I don't know, 100 R6 credits or something like that. It'd be nice to actually be able to just go, okay, I have a duplicate, let's sell that right now. If that ends up being the case, and I feel like it's the logical conclusion here, then that means you should not open any alpha packs until this system is implemented. And if they do then switch you over so the alpha pack duplicates remain in your inventory and can be sold off for R6 credits, then you should not be opening any alpha packs from now until the marketplace is in. Even if it takes 2 more seasons or 3 more seasons to get here, you could be talking maybe a few thousand R6 credits just for some really good items that you might get duplicates of when you do open those packs in the future. Now let's talk about how much fake money you can make here. So of course I played this game since launch and I have a buttload of skins. I've got skins on, well, I did have skins on my Xbox and PC account separately. Of course that all got merged. So I have like a buttload of skins. I've got all the early battle pass stuff. I assume we're going to be able to trade them as well. So there's going to be just a huge amount of stuff that is extraordinarily rare for players who've been in this game since launch. And I know that I have some absolutely astonishing stuff that is just not something that anyone can get their hands on. And I could probably make a buttload of R6 credits when this goes live. And when I first heard about this feature, and I've mentioned this in a couple of videos already, is that I don't play Ashe and I don't play Sedge. They're both the most popular characters in the game. I have a buttload of skins from them. I could sell them all and it wouldn't, impact my gameplay at all. And I think I could make a ton of R6 credits. So yeah, this is definitely a very interesting system. But I do have one big issue. Of course, there's the money laundering issue that might pop up, but the other issue is, will this just end up leading into NFTs? Because this is going to make a lot of money. They're going to then go, we could make this an NFT thing, and yeah, it could go absolutely terrible, and they could start selling NFTs on it and stuff like that, and it could end up being a pain in the ass. So I hope, like, they've not mentioned NFTs. Ubisoft hasn't mentioned them in a while. I'm hoping, but we know that that business has not been forgotten. So I'm hoping that NFTs will never touch this marketplace. It'll just be in-game skins. But yeah, I am still very, very worried about this. Anyway, guys, that is a breakdown of the Rainbow Six Siege marketplace. It will probably go into beta in January. It'll then probably get shut off for a while and either appear, I think, in Season 1 or Season 2. I think maybe Season 2, what I'm thinking about, is more likely than Season 1 because this is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, I imagine, to implement correctly and get working properly. But we will see. It's not going to be that far away until we have a Rainbow Six Siege marketplace. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below and I'll catch you next time.